Title 42, Trump's immigration program, that ends on December 21st. Folks, that's tomorrow. Title 42 has been a part of border policies since March of 2020, when the COVID-19 pandemic began. All right, the Biden administration is allowing it to end and doing nothing new to stop an ocean of illegal aliens coming into the country. It is an invasion at our southern border, and the Biden administration is allowing it to happen. Why didn't the misinformation fake news media make this the number one top story for over the last month? We are about to be invaded by millions of people who we don't know who the hell they are. And they're going to be allowed to roam on our streets. And you and I, the American taxpayer, we're going to have to be put on the hook to pay the bill to take care of these people. Hey, everyone, welcome back. So, according to the American Immigration Council, President Trump utilized Title 42 in 2020 to empower U.S. Customs and Border Patrol, the CBP, to remove migrants seeking asylum during the COVID pandemic in order to prevent the spread of communicable disease, as the lives of Americans should come first, right? Trump always cared about us before others. It was America first, right? Not America alone. It was America first. So Title 42 authorizes emergency measures to prevent disease spread. All right. It's already known that the Biden administration let in over 40,000 illegals that they knew had COVID. All right. They didn't care. So while the Biden administration is trying to subtly introduce the idea of masking up again because of some COVID outbreaks in certain regions of the country, they're going to allow millions more people over our border without testing them for any disease. Federal appeals court rejected GOP-led states' request to keep Title 42 in place. Was this guy threatened or paid off? This ruling, though, is allowing the Supreme Court to hear the case. Now, many people are worried about the impact of the policy's expiration on the growing number of illegal migrants coming into the country over our border. The Biden administration will admit additional illegal immigrants starting Wednesday. Can you believe this? On the day that it expires, they're going to let them just flood in. The Democrats talk about their replacement theory all the time. Even Joe Biden did. But then when conservatives even talk about the Democrats talking about it, they're called racists and conspiracy theorists, even though all they're talking about is what the Democrats have bragged about. Now, here's Joe Biden, while he is vice president of the United States, actually celebrating the replacement of what he calls white European stock in the United States. Now, the video is about a minute long. You should really listen to the whole thing. I'm sorry. I know they say don't ever play a long video, but it's important that you understand where this mentality is coming from. So here's Joe Biden.
Not only our Muslim communities, but African communities, Asian communities, Hispanic communities, and the wave still continues. It's not going to stop, nor should we want it to stop.
Folks, look who is sitting right next to him. That's Alejandro Mayorkas. He is the DHS secretary. He's about to be impeached, by the way, because he is committing crimes. When you are charged with the protection of the American people, which he is, okay, and he's allowing this invasion, he's going to be impeached for dereliction of duty. Okay, let's continue.
As a matter of fact, it's one of the things I think we can be most proud of. So there's a second thing in that black box: an unrelenting stream of immigration, nonstop. Folks like me who are.
He doesn't say illegal immigration. They conflate the two because they're liars. They're despicable liars. He means illegal immigration, okay? Non-stop flow of illegal immigration. He calls it immigration because he's a liar.
Caucasian of European descent, for the first time in 2017, will be in an absolute minority.
Well, first of all, he's wrong there. I think white people are still 75%. Okay, now I had to look it up, okay, because I really don't care. I guess maybe because I'm a white guy, but I'm just saying you shouldn't be talking about stuff like that, like it's a good thing that why is it a good thing that white people would be an absolute minority, as this pinhead says. I mean, why, as vice president, would you say something like that? I don't care what color you are. Why would you say something like, what does it matter? To these people, it really does.
In the United States of America, absolute minority.
Absolute.
Fewer than 50% of the people in America from then and on will be white European stock. That's
Nonsense.
not a bad thing. That's a source of our strength.
You're saying that's not a bad thing. Now, why would you have to say that unless you think it's a bad thing to say that?
And so
it's just unbelievable what this guy gets away with. All the racist things he said during the campaign, you ain't black, and all the rest of it. And yet we're supposed to believe he got 81 million votes. He got 81 million ballots. And folks, the word has gone out in South and Central America that Joe Biden is waving them in. Come on in. The message is clear. Come on in. We'll give you a place to sleep, health care, and a phone. Probably a debit card, too. All compliments of the American taxpayer. You and me, folks. We don't give a crap where you go. We don't even want to know. Just come on in and enjoy your new life. Compliments of us. By the way, vote Democrat the rest of your life. House Judiciary GOP put out a video showing the invasion is already happening. Just take a look at this. Looks like something you'd see in Braveheart. Game of Thrones before a war, right? Look at it. Look at how far back it goes. This is unbelievable. Tell me it's not an invasion, folks. Just look at it. These people, don't get me wrong, they have every right to come here legally. Come in legally. Go through the process. These people, none of them are. And they're all going to be Democrat voters. Because the Democrats someday will somehow get an amnesty through. They'll do it. And all these people, millions of them, 5 million already in 2 years. So we'll have at least 10 million, probably 15 million, because when 42 ends, look at all these people. This is prior to 42 ending. And look at them. Look how long it is, the lines. And they're all orderly. They're not charging for the fences because they know they're going to be allowed in. The word went out. It's unbelievable, folks. Look at this. Dereliction of duty. You're going to have to pay for each and every one of them. Now, I wonder how many of them Greg Abbott's going to fly out to sanctuary cities around the country. And despite releasing thousands of these people into the interior of the country, CCTV shows severe overcrowding at the Border Patrol Central Processing Center in El Paso. Okay, folks, Joe Biden is on a mission to replace voters for the Democratic Party with people who will vote Democrat for the rest of their natural lives, for letting them into the country and making it so that we owe them a living. That's what's going on here. Don't let them get away with calling you a racist or a hater. This administration is harming your life by bringing in people who are going to have to be supported, and you're going to be the one supporting them, with a significant number of them into crime. Don't tell me that we could bring 5 million people in the first 2 years that they're in office. All right. And there's going to be no criminals among them. Folks, even if only 1% of that were criminals who are harming Americans right now, folks, that's 50,000 of them. That's at 1%. Biden brought in 50,000 criminals according to common sense and the lowest percentage that we could use. Okay? What if it's 10%? You kidding me? 500,000 people? Not to mention the drugs that are going to come over the border. That will quadruple after Wednesday. And then there's the sex trafficking and the child sex trafficking that this administration doesn't give a damn about. The drug cartels are calling Joe Biden El Padre. They love the guy because he's very lucrative for their criminal enterprise. All right, so that's it. Thanks a lot. Thanks for being here, and we will see you in the next one.